hello. Please introduce and speaking about you, what you're doing here in the Slash.
Yeah, well, I'm a nerd. I'm a technician from the history, but of course here in Slush I have at least double role because I'm a Finnish businessman originally, and I made a quite long 27 years career in IT and technology. So I'm one of the founders of the foundation which made startup SONA Association and then ultimately Slush. So that's the Finnish part, but of course my job right now is also I have been now 9 years as an advisor to the Skolkovo Foundation chairman and also to the board and the government. So I'm helping Russian startups to be more active on commercialization, getting them more international. And also I have been in 96 Russian cities, so not only in Moscow but all over the Russia.
I know that you go into different cities in Russia and find good startups. For example, what criterion of startup what you can invest in this startup?
Yeah, well, there is these criteria. Every investor decides those separately. So I personally, I have a criteria that I want to find companies which have international relevance. So I'm not interested on the companies which are only, let's say, focusing on one country or like great heroes in Russia but no relevance for other countries. Secondly, I want to invest on companies where I can add something else than money, meaning also connections, help leaders, help managers to be better bosses. And also I want to find companies with the good teams, not only one founder, but really the good.
Only one person.
Yeah. But I want to see good teams. For Skolkovo, the criteria is a little bit different because Skolkovo is highlighting the technological and scientific uniqueness. So Skolkovo standpoint, we have anonymous technology teams which are making an assessment of all the companies. So we are more like technology and science oriented with Skolkovo. And then as a Skolkovo Ventures, because I'm also chairman there, Skolkovo Ventures, we are investing for the companies which are, let's say, state A. So not like early stage companies, but those which already have revenues.
I know what your first experience in business become in Fortune years. Can you say something about your startup? How you start this idea? How you in so early age become business?
No, when I started this, it was not called startup. So I didn't even know the word startup at that time, 1989 or 1986. But for me, it was just I was interested to make money. I mean, not like selling my company, but earning some pocket money for making IT services, and that was the way how I started. Then, of course, the very important moment was when I hired the first colleague, the second person, third person, fourth person, because I was lucky to hire very talented individuals, those who were able to push even me to the right direction. And I was always on IT technology, but then I realized after 5-6 years that I should not do any more programming. I should just hire good people. And then in 1995 I made the world's first internet bank. So it was done by my company and my team, and that was the major breakthrough.
I think it's great experience in your life, but
it took 10 years almost, 8 years. So people are very kind of passionate that they want to very quickly be successful, and after 2 years they are very disappointed and nothing works. Honestly speaking, it takes years to build companies. That's the fact. So you have to, if you start a startup, you have to be able to really push yourself to the right direction and understand that it's a long-term issue.
Yeah, I know, because a lot of millionaires, for example, have a great success, but after several years they can give a great fall. For example, I think in your life also will be like as not all stability.
No. It's. I mean, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to kind of tolerate instability. If you want to have a stable life, don't start your business. Don't
Yeah,
be a
of course.
starter. Definitely it's so. But I have been extremely lucky. I mean, despite I have had some difficult years, but I have been very, very lucky to get things, kind of find good people. Also, I have found good advisors who have been older people who have been advising me, and now when I'm old already, I'm happy to advise younger people and kind of help them to make their businesses.
You are in startups. You not only like an investor, you are also like a partner. You advise startups.
This is a good question. I am only as a partner. I'm only as a business angel. I'm never only an investor, because I don't honestly believe on the model where you give just money.
Yeah.
Either you give your heart, you give your advice, you give your help,
Your
or then your experience, because just giving money, it's fucking boring.
Yeah, I know, because for example, some investor wants only, for example, give them money but don't want.
Yeah, and I don't believe in early stage companies. It's the right tactics. Most of the people here, most of the people in Russian startup community, yes, they need some money, but even more they need advices. They need even more help. They need some positive energy. They need support of different type of support, and not the money is only one part of the story. And actually, if a person only wants money, something is wrong. It's always like this.
Yeah, and I know you investor in a good products who helps people in different ways.
It's true. I mean, my investment profile is such that I also want to invest on the cases, for example, all the environmental issues. So, for example, how to make sure that the nature, I mean, the climate change and these kind of things. That's why, for example, when we are making, one of my big investment is produce salmon. Salmon, I mean, just fish, which sounds like that is it any innovation, but the story is following that we are, even in food production, we have to reinvent the whole food production. We have to grow our salmons in a way that we don't pollute sea in Murmansk or Lake Ladoga or rivers. We have to, and there is a lot of technology involved, and that's what we are doing.
And I think you, not all your startups who you invested money will be great and success. I think some will not be success.
Absolutely.
What you doing? What are you doing in this situation?
I try to, of course, get rid of those. I try to sell those assets, and I have been very lucky actually. None of my company has ever went to bankruptcy. Some people say that I am too careful, that I am too cautious, because if I would be an aggressive American investor, I would be happy if 2 out of 10 would go bankruptcy. And so, but yes, if you see that you cannot fulfill anymore the expectations, if you cannot anymore fulfill the mission, you should get rid of those companies.
And for example, what about statistics? You invest in 10 startups, and how of these startups will be great?
No, I don't know. I mean, what's the definition of great? I mean, if the great is that I get my money 10 times back, perhaps 2 will be great success. That's okay. But I understand that not all of them will be successful, but I'm ready to fight for it, to make sure that as many, because it's not only my financial success, I also want that those founders, those who are doing the actual work, they will be successful.
And you invest in idea. For example, if startup has a good idea but they don't have money for several years, you will be investor in this project.
Yes, I am, and in this kind of early stage cases, I try to build a team around supporting not only me but also supporting people, and I also try to syndicate with some other investors that we do investment together and make a board. I mean, board of directors, which will be then helping the founder. So that's the way how we work.
And for example, if I start up, I want you investors, what I need to do, where I can find your company?
No, I have a team. I have a team in Russia. I have a team in Finland, which is making those decisions. We analyze, of course, the opportunities you can find. I mean, my company has a website, aii.fi. You can go there, connect through that. Of course, there is all kind of luck needed, because there are a lot of opportunities, So, but I'm actively in these major events. I'm active on these major sessions in a way that we could find actively those companies.
What you can say about Slush, for example? Every year it's growing, and a lot of startups coming here, or it's more interesting from every year startups. Or
No. I mean, it's of course the generation is changing because the idea is that companies will be after a few years. They are not anymore startups, so then the new will come. So of course there is a rotation. There is a rotation of the companies, and that's the way how it should be. That's the way how it should be.
And you speak also about your sauna. What's kind of?
No. In Finland, this sauna issue is very important because you know in Finnish culture, a lot of decisions are made in sauna. And in startup sauna, I need to tell you just to end this interview how it came. Startup sauna was established in a way that there was 15 guys having a sauna.
Okay.
And they decided that how do we make sure that we would get new business, new companies here in Finland? Okay. And they established a team called Startup Sauna. And that's why it started, because sauna is very Finnish and every country knows what sauna means. It started like a joke, but now it's not anymore a joke. Everything happens in sauna.
Because when I search in the map, I see the sauna. For me, it will be quite interesting. What happens?
No, you should come to Startup Sauna. It's here in Technical University. Every Friday they have a sauna. You are warmly welcome.
Okay,
Cheers.
That's why I need to book advance, and when we will.
No, they will take you as you are. Don't worry. Just go there.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, and what you say about your advices for startups? What you advise, main advice?
To have a different type of people in the team. That's the most important thing. I mean, don't only hire those who are your closest colleagues and your closest friends, but take different type of individuals. Use Google, use Yandex to search the world. You have to understand what's the competition. And then the third one is that go as quickly, go as early as possible to see customers, because it doesn't go anymore like this, that you do year after year after year research and then your product is ready and you start selling. You have to have an interaction with your potential clients already earlier.
That's why it's for first steps. It's better to do products and after sell as much as quickly.
Absolutely, and not only sell, but have a real customers to test your product.
Yeah, because better advices, it's advices from your customers.
Absolutely.
Better know what they want.
Absolutely.
What products they
Absolutely.
want. Thank you for
Thank
interview.
you.
Thank you for the question. Thank you, Slash.
And welcome all of you and all the viewers also to our Startup Village in Moscow, 21st and 22nd of May 2020.
Okay.
It's the massive event, and of course Slush will be next November, so you're warmly welcome here also.
But I think because there was a web summit in November and Slash in November, it's like for one person it's quite difficult to come with same month.
The web summit and these are different profiles. This is, I think this is more business oriented than the web summit is. Web summit is of course nice to be in Portugal, like a nice weather and so forth. But from the business standpoint, from the I like more Slush. I'm saying it not only because of I'm a Finn, but because I sincerely think like that.
Okay,
thank you. Bye bye.